Have you ever wondered what it really means to give, like, truly give from the heart? Let's rewind to one of the most moving moments in the story of Exodus, the building of the tabernacle. God tells Moses, "Ask the people to bring offerings. Gold, silver, precious stones, fine linen, wood oil, spices, all sorts of things." But here's the twist. God doesn't want anything that's forced. He says, "Let whoever is of a willing heart bring an offering." That's the first big lesson. True offering isn't about pressure or guilt. It's about gratitude and love, responding to God's goodness with an open hand. So what happens next? The people respond. Men, women, young, old, everyone brings what they have. Jewelry, fabric, oils, wood. But it's not just stuff. They give their skills and labor, weaving, carving, building. The Bible says their hearts were stirred and their spirits were willing. They gave because the Spirit moved them, not because anyone twisted their arm. And then there's this beautiful moment. God chooses Bezalel and Oholiab, two artisans, and fills them with his Spirit. Suddenly, their craftsmanship becomes an act of worship. Building the tabernacle isn't just work, it's Spirit-empowered service. Some people give money, others give time, others give talent, but everyone has a part in creating something beautiful for God. And here's the wild part. The giving doesn't stop. It just keeps coming. So much so that Moses actually has to tell them, "Enough. We have more than we need." That's what happens when generosity is Spirit-led. There's always more than enough for God's work. So what does this mean for us today? First, give from the heart. Don't let guilt or pressure push you. Let gratitude for what God's done stir you to give, cheerfully, joyfully. Second, remember that it's not just about money. Your skills, your time, your creativity, they're all offerings just as precious. And finally, ask the Spirit to guide you. When the Spirit stirs our hearts, generosity overflows, and God's work gets done in ways we could never imagine. The story of Exodus 35 and 36 shows us, when God's Spirit moves, his people give. And together, they create a dwelling place for God among them. That's the beauty of a willing heart. Today, when we give from hearts stirred by the Spirit, whether it's our resources, our time, or our talents, we're part of the same beautiful story. We're creating spaces where God dwells among his people, where his love is made visible through our willing, joyful generosity. Just like in Moses' time, when the Spirit moves, there's always more than enough. More than enough love, more than enough provision, more than enough grace. So let your heart be stirred. Let your spirit be willing. And watch as God uses your offering, whatever it may be, to build something beautiful. Because that's what happens when we give like the Israelites did. Not from obligation, but from overflowing hearts. We become part of God's dwelling place on earth, his tabernacle of love in a world that desperately needs it. That's the power of a willing heart. That's the beauty of Spirit-led giving.